It's that time of year again. No, not that. Or that. Definitely not that. Nope. It's time for a brand new installment in the Assassin's Creed franchise with Assassin's Creed Origins. It's been 2 years since the last Assassin's Creed game, as they wanted to take a bit of a step back and kind of refresh the series and change some things. 10 years is a long time without any kind of reinvention, so I'm glad they chose the time to make something truly great. As awesome as Syndicate was, it did need a refresh. Although, in the intervening year, we did get this. Sharp! I liked it! Any long-time viewer of my videos will know of my love for all things Creed. With all the games so far, a slew of merchandise, a veritable wardrobe, and a coveted place as one of only 2 video game tattoos I have. The other is Sonic. Sonic Heroes! Sonic Heroes! Yeah, that just happened. So I thought I'd try something a little bit different. And yeah, I know I say that in every video, but this is actually different. I thought I'd give a kind of first impressions view of Assassin's Creed Origins. Some kind of off-the-cuff thoughts, just what I'm thinking while I'm playing it. So this won't be a review, it won't be a let's play, it'll just be kind of me playing the game, talking about different things I like. Now I'm only around 4 to 5 hours into the game, so I'm not very far into it, but do expect some spoilers, because I'm just going to give kind of off-the-cuff impressions, so I might slip something out. Also, don't expect anything too in-depth about the end game, because obviously I'm not there yet. So, without further ado, let's go and do that stuff I just said. Let's do it! Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not sure why I picked up a controller. My TV's not even on. I wouldn't even be able to see it because of the lights anyway. Breaking the fourth wall! So here we are, we're right into Assassin's Creed Origins. This is Bayek and not Bagum, as I said in my E3 video. Bayek, it still sounds like a northern exclamation of shock, but oh well, here he is. He is Egyptian. This is Egypt he is in. There is a burb. This is Sinu, who is your kind of bird friend who will go off and like scout locations and things for you and check to make sure there's no baddies, or you can even count the baddies and get their levels and things so you know if they're going to battle with them or not, which is pretty cool. Bayek is a Medjay, which is a kind of Egyptian policeman. They're not officially recognised by the state at the moment in the game's history because there's some kind of like false emperor in place, false pharaoh. So you're basically kind of working kind of towards freeing Egypt and having the true heir to the pharaoh ship in place. The story's really muddled at the moment. I'm not really understanding where we're going with it, but let's go and do a run. Here we go. So as you can see, that's just water, so it's not really going to be much use for this thing I'm going to talk about now. But this game is absolutely beautiful. Let's go up some rocks here and have a little look at this this town we're currently overlooking. Into the bushes, and you can hide in the bushes and stuff. There he goes, hiding in the bushes. Do 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 do. So let's climb up here and look. Just have a look at this. I mean, this is just a normal Xbox One. I don't have the X, so this isn't going to be any of your crazy Super HD stuff. But just look at this game. It's incredible. There's a man on a horse, and another man on a horse. So that could be a lady. Ooh. And a camel. And there's Sinu again. But this game just looks stunning. Absolutely stunning. I am incredibly happy with the way it looks. It does definitely look like a... More so than, I'd say, Unity and Syndicate. It more so feels like a next-gen Assassin's Creed title. It definitely feels like... yeah, like it was made for these and not kind of upscaled, which some of the others did kind of feel. Unity had its moments where it looked amazing, but I think this, because it's been built from the ground up, just feels amazing. Just feels incredible. Look, I mean, look at it. Look at the trees, the foliage. Like what foliage? There's another man on a camel. That's an interesting point. When there is a character of interest, like someone you have to talk to, they speak in English, but they have like an African accent. Old Bayek here has got kind of a like a thick African-sounding accent. I mean, in Egypt. But some of the NPCs just speak straight up like Egyptian. So it's only if you need to take notice of them they speak English, otherwise they just speak Egyptian, which takes a bit of getting used to. It's a bit odd at first, but you kind of do get used to it. But it's just weird when someone's like, "Hey you, you're stealing my apples," and then they're speaking straight up Egyptian. It is a bit jarring at times. But yeah, look at these graphics. There's some baddies. Don't really want to annoy them at the moment, but we will annoy some of them. This dude here is giving me aggro. Let's call Sinu and see where he's at. There's Sinu. So look, you can mark people. He's a level 9, this dude. There are others probably in this fort, as you can see. Oh, there's lots of people there. Oh, I've been spotted, so Sinu has gone away. This dude is going to engage me in combat. I'm not very good at the combat in this game, not the way it wants you to play it. And he just died. The sword I have has got poison elements, so if you hit them too many times with it, they just straight up collapse and die, which is kind of cool. This is the arsenal. I've already done this part, so we're not going to do that again. And run away. So we're going to do just a few side missions and things, not anything too story based. I don't want to spoil a great deal, even though I'm probably going to talk about some story elements at some point during this video. But we're just going to have a little run around here and see what is the crack with it all. There is a side mission there. As you can see at the top of my screen, underneath Alexandria, which is my location at the moment, there is a little exclamation point. So that is a side mission. So let's do that, and then we'll do a little bit of exploring after that, and we can talk about some more things to do with the game and the story and just kind of my general thoughts on stuff. Okay, so we need to go this way. Oh, they're in this place. Move it, lady.
Curse you, Doros! May they all rot!
See? Do you speak English to me?
Who are you? One of Eudoros Philakis?
I am no friend of Eudoros.
He's brought nothing but sorrow to my husband Aristo. The great poet philosopher, jailed. Jailed for writing beautiful things.
Words are a powerful weapon.
My love spent years writing his masterwork. Years! Then Eudoros plagiarized it and passed my husband's genius off as his own.
Oh no.
And Aristo
Plagiarism.
took him to court.
Months
The worst and coolest of crimes.
In the end, my husband is beaten, ridiculed, and tossed in a cage.
Is this what passes for justice in Alexandria?
Oh, my dear man. If you write
Just
this
look at this
wrong,
scenery.
my husband and I can flee this city and be
Crazy
done with this ordeal.
kind of 60s hairdo's kind of cool as well. Okay, so we have to rescue this dude because someone has been stealing his poems. So we need to track this. So we'll go into our mission tracking. Don't look too much at the missions, but this is stuff I already have underlying waiting to do. So the Shifty Scribe is that one there. So let's go and rescue this Greek philosopher who's been unfairly jailed after Eurydos plagiarizes his book. Bayek is going to save him from the guards and get him out of Alexandria. So basically what that means is I'm going to have to go and find a dude who's probably in a cage somewhere and kill some folks, because that seems to be the kind of general vibe of the game. A lot of the side missions are go to this place, free this man, fight some people. That seems to be the general gist of what you do, mostly. And I mean, the missions are quite varied. There's not an awful lot of repetition, but you will find that quite a bit. Go to a place, find a man, free him from the captors, kill the captors or escape the captors without being noticed. You know, kind of general Assassin's tropes, but I am kind of, you know, shocked in my basic knowledge of ancient history that there was never anything about all the kidnappings that happened in it. Oh, he's in this place.
Leave me alone with my woes.
So basically, I was supposed to be sending to call in, but you just walk past me in the way, and then this guy's spazzing out kind of crazily. So basically, I need to free this dude. So
Hit that one again. He deserves it.
I'm currently in combat, so I'm going to call my trusty horse,
Fire, look out!
holding the down button. Here he comes. This is Fangs. Say hello to Fangs, everybody. In time, Fangs. There he is. So this dude just stopped. So I think the game is glitching a little bit. But let's just attack this dude. He's dead. Cool. Thanks, Fangs. You helped. The game isn't usually this glitchy. I don't really know what's going on. That guy's spazzing out. Oh gosh. Right. Got you now, fella. Oh, shite. Alright, bye. I'm out of here. I'm out of 5,000. That I did not expect to happen. Oh, and they appear to have gone. So if I super quick pull over, and get this dude out the back, talk to him what I'm supposed to do. I've got to carry him out.
You have more courage than Achilles himself.
Take him to the port.
You've released me from
Oh
their
gosh,
beatings.
there's a man there.
We should go, quickly.
The Vlachos broke my hip. Be careful, I pray you.
Your
Okay,
wife
so
tells me
let's
to
go
get
to
you
the
out of
port. While they're having
Alexandria.
this
My
conversation.
wife, the dear woman, yes.
Where are
There's a
you?
boat in port. Take
Where are
me
you, Fangs? There you are.
back to
So what I'm going
Taurus.
to do is put him on the
But
back of
be
my
the best of
horse,
man.
like
He couldn't
so,
forgive me.
mount Fangs, and then Fangs is going to take us to where we need to go.
Must flee.
Fangs is actually DLC. I got it free. I say free. It was included in the Gods Edition, which is the big version with a statue. He's pretty cool. Before you get a camel called Wanderer, and he's alright because he's a camel, but this kind of spiky pony is all I need in my life right now. Fangs is a good boy. The goodest of boys, you could say. It's the line of women. That's unusual. I've got this Falakis near. Falakis are kind of super hard bad guys that will just like straight up murk you in like a couple of hits. So it's really annoying when they appear because you've kind of got to work your way around them. Or you can fight them. There are like achievements and stuff for killing them, but they are like really hard. So you don't really want to get in combat with them too much because they will just kill you, and that's not fun. You don't want to be killed. You want to have fun and play and joke and laugh and sing and all that bollocks.
Aristo! Over here! The
Okay.
boat is ready!
Can I
We
just
set
take the
sail
horse
as
on?
soon as you are
No.
aboard!
My wife! Thank the beneficent
Come on,
gods.
get off. Okay, you just have a look there. Have
We
a
made
sit.
it.
And he just stood straight up. What the fuck? Dude,
You should leave. The Phylakitai will surely come after you.
I shall flee. My wife has booked us passage to Crete. It was always our plan to go there. Perhaps we will have a better life
I'll
there.
have some feta cheese.
May the gods look over you on your journey.
My beliefs on duty and honor are ambivalent. But I can see that you have done yours. If
Yep.
all of Egypt was filled with men of your virtue, life would be divine.
Cool. There's some easy XP then. You see, 750, so I'm still currently level 19. It's up there in the top corner. Cool, so let's jump cut right now and we'll go to another location and we can talk some more about different bits about our game. I suppose this is what you really want to see when you're doing ancient Egypt, isn't it? That big open desert and a giant sandstorm that seems to have just happened. Oh. So you get XP for visiting places as well. So this is me running across the desert. Doing a desert hunt, and I'm just doing animals pulse, any treasure around, and there is not.
Obscenu got clear.
Yeah! So this always reminds me of like westerns. Is riding through desert on a horse, even though it's totally like not western. Although that would be amazing. Like the listing Assassin's Creed people, like a Wild West themed one would be pretty sweet. But no, we are heading to somewhere incredibly important, which you can't have a game about ancient Egypt without having. And I will show you it when we get there. There may be some jump cuts. As we ride the pony through the desert. Oh look. That might be what we're looking for. And I've been spotted by some doggies. They're actually hyenas. Very high level hyenas, but hyenas nonetheless. And we can loot them and take their bits. They get leather and things from them, and you can use that for crafting, which I will talk about. Okay, so we are here. There are some pyramids. This is definitely Egypt we are in. So, graphics. We've talked about them a little bit, but I mean, there's a bit of a haze because of the sandstorm. But I mean, look. It's a beautiful sun. You've got birds in the sky.
Yeah.
And you just look at the pyramids.
Whoa.
Something has spotted me. Something is happening.
Whoa.
What's going on? This is different. So, what is happening?
Yeah. Whoa.
I honestly don't know what to make of this. This is completely weird and different.
Whoa.
Can I, like, attack it? It's just a scarf, isn't it? Let's dismount the horse and see. I am confused. I am really confused. That is really weird. I'm slipping into Let's Play territory, so I don't really want to be doing that. But the scarf flying in the breeze and some nice music. No, I did miss it. But seen him make of it. Nothing. Interesting. Anyways, so I mean, look at how beautiful this game is. There are your Giza pyramids. There's still this crazy sandstorm going on. But it's just so nice. It's just everything is just so nice to look at in this game. Oof. Right, so we'll talk a little bit about gameplay. So here you have Bayek, you control him as normal. There he is running around in a circle, which is just done with analog sticks. You have a second analog stick, which is for your camera. Now the controls are mapped slightly different to previous Assassin's Creed games. It's zoomed in here. What's here for me? Anyway, the controls are slightly different from previous Assassin's Creed games. I mean, you have your A to climb stuff, which is normal. You don't need the triggers anymore, you just need to hold A and it does it kind of itself. You have B to climb down. You just hold that and it climbs its own way down. The other face buttons, you have Y, which is kind of an action button, X, which is now dodge, which you can use in battle. I'm still not very good at using the dodge in battle, I just tend to run in and hack stuff. And then B, which is your crouch stealthy button. Now you can click your sticks. One of them is, you see in the bottom corner, location objectives. If you hold that, it brings up stuff that's in this area. You Just hold it again to get rid of it. Spit itself. The other stick does nothing. So there you go. So stand him up. Okay, now you've got the bumpers. One of them is your defense, so you can pull your shield out to cover yourself. And the other one, the trigger, left trigger, is your bow, and you press your right trigger to pull your bow. So you can fire it by letting go of the right trigger, or you can just drop it by letting go of the button in the first place. Okay, so your right bumper is your attack. So you can like attack and dodge and stuff. You can hold your shield to cover yourself. So you can like parry. If you click in your right stick when you're in combat, it'll lock onto your target. So you can kind of target, attack, dodge, attack, that kind of thing. And then you have your other button, which you can hold for a heavy shield breaking attack, or you can just tap it for a light shield breaking attack. That has just stopped in midair. I promise the game isn't glitchy. Like this is completely unusual.
Hey! Hey, what? I'll kill you!
Got a shield, so you can use that shield block to knock your shield away, getting a few hits. Right, so we'll try and do it properly. Just bring this up. So he is dead. Now this dude's got a bow, so let's try and bow him as well. You can bow him in the body, which brings a little health, or if you hit him in the head, he takes more off. I'm currently on fire. I think this is a bandit camp, so let's get him in the head. Instant kill. And there's a... Oh, it's all going on. It's like a... This is a saga. Well, cool. I got attacked by 2 people and a hyena. Now the hyena I can loot. Sometimes people, when they die, they drop loot. Crafting is a massive part of this game. Crafting and leveling. It's more RPG based than kind of any Assassin's Creed before it. I will show you the looting in a second. The crafting table. Loot out. Come on, headshot. Second ago. There you go. Headshot. Yeah. You get extra XP for headshots and stuff as well. I think this is a bandit. Look at that. And you can walk past them and like take your arrows back as well, which is pretty cool. So, leveling, crafting, all that stuff. Let's go to our crafting menu. So you pause it. You've got your quests. You've got your map, which I haven't unlocked any of it. Well, most of it yet. But there you go. It is just colossal. Look how big this is. It's just absolutely humongous. Yes, there's a lot to get on with there. Targets, which is the people who assassinated or people who need to assassinate. I'm not going to go into that too much. It's a bit spoilery. Right, gear and abilities is where your leveling comes in. Just wiping his eye there. Oh, I'm so into all this crafting. So you have your melee weapon loadout, which is basically stuff you can pick up. You can buy stuff. You can craft or collect crafting items to upgrade. You can pay blacksmiths to upgrade stuff. Most of this is stuff I've just picked up in battle. None of it is really that good. That's why I'm kind of sticking with my fang sword, because it poisons on hit, makes them bleed as well, so they die quicker. So, but yeah, all this stuff you can go to blacksmiths and upgrade and collect crafting items and stuff to upgrade as well. Shields, same thing. Again, I've got 2 here that I don't use, even though they're not as well, they're better than my normal shield, but I need to upgrade that. So there is others I've collected as well. You can sell them straight up, or you can dismantle them for parts. So let's just dismantle this one for parts. And we've got 2 bronze, which is pretty cool because bronze is useful for upgrading other things. Again, same with the bows. You can go to blacksmiths to upgrade your bows. I've got quite a good bow at the moment. It's leveled with me. And yeah, all this other stuff I picked up, which again you can sell, you can break apart. I just haven't got around to it yet, but I will. You have your mount, which I have Fangs. There he is. He's pretty badass. I did sell my other mounts. He's the only one I have at the moment. Outfits, which don't really do anything. They're just kind of cosmetic. I've just got Bayek's normal outfit, but you can get all these kind of different ones. Some of them from missions, some of them only that one I bought because it looked cool, but I'm not using it at the moment. Right, proper crafting stuff. So we have things down the bottom here. So ammo, that's when you can get things like sleep dart launchers and things like that, which I don't have at the moment, again, because I'm not too far into the game. You have your shield there, breastplate, and as you can see, I've got lots of ingredients there, so I can actually craft an upgrade to that, so I'm going to do that now. There we go, so I've just literally upgraded my shield with crafting items, which is cool. You can also, so you've got things like that, so it's your bracer, which is your kind of melee damage punchy thing. You've got your stabilizer glove, which is used for your bow and arrow, which can make you more steady and make your arrows more powerful. You've got that, which is your quiver, so you can upgrade how many arrows you can fire. And then your hidden blade, so that is what you need to upgrade that. So I think next I'm going to concentrate on upgrading my hidden blade. Basically, if you try and assassinate somebody who's a higher level than you, you won't kill them. It'll just be cast as a stealth attack, so you take a bit of health off them, but you won't outright kill them. So you need to keep your hidden blade leveled with you, which is pretty cool. Across the bottom, obviously, you can see what your damage is for your, your health, how many health points you've got, what your melee damage is, what your range damage is, what your hidden blade damage is. Then you've got your level, and then how many XP you are off leveling up. Some of the side missions give you up to 2,000, so it's kind of easy to level up quite quickly. But that is basically your leveling and crafting stuff. Then you've got your ability tree, which every time you level up, you earn an ability point. As you can see, I've got none because I've spent them all. And you can basically buy stuff off the tree. So you've got things like, I've already bought like regeneration, so your health regenerates during combat. Parry, so if someone attacks your shield, you can knock them away. You've got weapon bearer, so you can equip 2 melee weapons. At the moment, I don't, but I can. Then you can also get things like bow bearer. Is that one? Yeah, so you can have 2 bows. Things like extra XP for headshots, hunter's instinct, and as you can see, they all have. Go to one of these ones I haven't bought. See, they've got how many points you need to acquire them. So you basically just need to level up. Upgrade multiple times. I don't know how many times you can upgrade them, but I'm currently on level 2 Master Hunter, so I get more damaged when I use my bow, because I use my bow a lot, because I'm a sneaky, stealthy bastard. And yeah, so that's basically your crafting stuff and your ability points. So that's what all your combat fighting stuff in the game is for. So that's pretty cool. So let's just have another explore. There's a load of birds. I think they're vultures. There are vultures and eagles and all sorts. And animals you can kill. As you saw with the hyena there, there's all sorts of different animals you can kill, and you can claim parts of them to craft. You can get deers, which you need the soft leather for. You can get crocodiles and hippos, which you can use the hard leather for crafting. Hyenas, you can trade the ears, which is pretty cool. There's all sorts of others, like lions and tigers. There's falcons and eagles and all sorts of different birds. You can just like kill most things and like claim them for your own use, which is a nice mechanic. I mean, I'm not a big RPG fan, so this whole kind of crafting items, leveling up thing, I'm not really used to. There was a bit of it in like previous Assassin's Creed games, but not a massive amount. The most I think was in Black Flag when you had to upgrade your ship. But grinding, just the whole idea of it just bores me. I mean, I tolerated it in Pokemon, but I know that was kind of like baby's first JRPG. But it did get frustrating after a while that I couldn't just do everything I wanted to do. What is that? Oh, it's lots of men on horses. I'm not going to go near them. Don't really want any part of that. So that's the controls, and that's a bit of combat and kind of stuff you can do in the game. So story. I'm really not entirely sure what the story is doing at the moment. You basically start off as Bayek, and you're already a Magi, so you're running around and like doing policey duties, but the kind of police enforcers that the Pharaoh has recruited don't like you doing that because the Pharaoh doesn't like the Magi. They're a kind of old guard, former Pharaoh type thing. Don't want them to see me. Where was I? Yeah, so you are kind of already working in the shadows kind of thing, doing stuff. And then there's a bunch of stuff about one of the big bads in the game kills your son, or you go to attack him and you accidentally kill your son, but he's obviously to blame for his death. So you basically meet up with your wife again, who has gone into hiding, and you try and get vengeance for your murdered son. But then you think you've killed the person responsible, and it ends up being part of a deeper conspiracy involving this organisation, which aren't a Templars yet, but they basically are in all but name. And you end up getting recruited to join the kind of resistance, which is basically the assassins, again in all but name, because there isn't an assassin order yet. So that stuff is kind of cool. But yeah, other than that, I'm not really sure where the story is going. I've not had a great deal of kind of story elements pop up yet. Bandit. But I mean, I'm still enjoying what I'm playing, so it's still really good fun to kind of run around and, be a kind of non-assassiny assassin. I mean, you have a hidden blade, but you have to unlock that quite, not early on, but within a few hours of the game. You don't start with it. You just kind of find it in a tomb, and then there's a fight scene where he has to kill a dude and you accidentally cut your finger off with the blade. Like if you pump it out and it slices off his finger. And if you can kind of see, there you go, that's kind of a good view there of his hand where it's all bandaged up. Yeah, so it's very kind of like, it's definitely Assassin's Creed, but it's not, because there's not an awful lot of assassiny stuff in it yet. The Creed doesn't really exist, but I'm sure towards the end game there will be, we are assassins, we will work in the shadow to service the light, and all that kind of normal stuff that Assassin's Creed games come with. So that's kind of cool. Now there's one big elephant in the room with Assassin's Creed games. The thing that I absolutely adore, that a lot of people just absolutely detest and really don't want in their games. And that is present day stuff. Because obviously this is a historical setting, but there's always the Abstergo Corporation and the Animus and someone channeling the memories of someone past. And that's why the Assassin's Creed games take place, because they can't just be historical action games. They've got to have a present day context. But again, I really like it. I really think they do really well with it. I really like the whole kind of sci-fi aspect of it, even though it's kind of a historical action-y fighting game. So let's take another jump cut and we'll take a quick look at that, shall we? Yes, we shall. Okay, so we'll take a look at the present day stuff. There are points during the game where you will get booted out into this, of the normal game, and you will straight up be in the present day and there'll be a story element there. But you can just kind of go anytime you want as well. So we will do that, just kind of show it off. So at the bottom corner there you can see it says Layla. So if we hold it up, we've got this little bar fill, and then it'll take us to the Animus, which is the present day stuff, and we'll exit Egypt. So let's do that for now. See, it all fades away. And there'll be some crazy loading screen, which is non-interactive unlike every other loading screen in the game, but that's kind of cool. There we go. So this is kind of cool Assassin's Creed thing. It gives you stats in the bottom corner about the present day elements. You play as Layla Hassan. Basically got headhunted to Abstergo from college and was put onto a program there, but she really wanted to be part of the Animus program and they wouldn't put her on. So it seems like, as far as I can ascertain, she's either invented an Animus or stolen it and is trying to find an Apple of Eden or some kind of ancient device with it to prove to Abstergo that they should put her on the program. So she's kind of a rebel in that sense. So you come to ancient Egypt, through here, where you find Bayek's tomb.
Come forth by day, and I will guide you home.
So there is
Who are you talking to?
Mummy Bayek there.
Bayek's mummy.
Real chatterbox, that one.
Which is cool. You've got this kind of girl on your earpiece who is kind of your tech support who helps you out, and she's super sassy and sarcastic, and it's kind of amazing. But yeah, so this is kind of the present day elements. I mean, there are exploratory bits. The first time I got booted out, I've only done it twice so far, and again, I'm only about 5 hours in. You could just start running around. So you can go up these steps, and you can kind of run around this little cave, and there's a little computer you can look at and things. Every now and then, little pages appear. One of her notebooks got blown open, so you can run around and find the pages. I think I found them all so far, but every time you get booted out, more appear. But the first time, I could just like run around out here, and then you can go outside of the cave to see some more like Egyptian landscape. And then you can see you've got your Jeep, which is connected to a generator, which powers everything going on inside with the Animus. And look, just look at this. Just beautiful. So nice. So, there's a little camp thing here. And then a second time I got booted out. Obviously there's a thing in Assassin's Creed called the bleeding effect, where if you're in the Animus for too long, you start absorbing the memories and things of... There's a phone on the floor. You start absorbing the memories and the actions of the people that you are controlling, I guess, in the Animus. And the second time I could climb stuff. Now you can climb stuff and jump around and do all kinds of crazy stuff like that. She did find a hidden blade as well at one point. So I get the impression maybe towards the end of the game, Abstergo are going to find out what you're doing, and they're going to try and basically stop you, because you've got these bushes here where if you duck down, you holographic thing that Bayek does in the Animus. So I think that's for hiding. So I have a feeling you're going to have to fight your way out of here towards the end. But again, that's cool, because I love this kind of historical element. Present day element stuff. If you go through here as well, there is a leap of faith drop, which you kind of do perfectly. And I'm not going to do it now because you have to get out of there. But down there is Bayek's wife, Aya. Kind of take some of her DNA and connect that to the Animus as well. So you've kind of got a bit of everything going on, which is really cool. Again, I love this kind of present day element because it just makes it feel more real. What's down here?
Dee never puts in enough snacks.
Not enough snacks. Good that you like priorities right. And you've also got this laptop here, so you can check files, and there's like emails and PMs and stuff you sent to people. There's a couple of Bayek notes there because I've been doing stuff as Bayek. What have we got? Deja vu much? And as you can see, there's kind of things there. That's spoilery, so I'm not going to open that for too long. That's to do with Cleopatra. Maybe don't read that. In that folder, that's a new folder. That's interesting. Yeah, so there's lots of cool stuff like this. I mean, you've got things like files on Desmond Miles, who was the historical present-day character in the other Assassin's Creed games, which is pretty cool. You've got things about the Animus as well, which these kind of documents here. There are some really cool Easter eggs and stuff that I'm not going to spoil, but if you go through this laptop, there are some really cool like audio files and pictures and things. with a whole bunch of like Easter eggs from previous games, connections to other games. There's all sorts of stuff. So, a trash can. What's in a trash can? I have checked a trash can. Oh, emails from different people at Abstergo, and I particularly like that her favourite band is the backdrop, and I think that's just people who work at Ubisoft who had their pictures taken for it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so as you go through the game, you get new files unlock and things like that. And it's just nice to kind of come and check it every now and then. So let's log off the computer. Yeah, so this is basically the present day element. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be stuff going on with this later on, but at the moment it's just this stuff. You see that? No. Yeah, so at any time you want, you can basically...
How did you get your blade, Aya? How did you get your blade, Aya?
There we go. So, anytime you can just obviously go back into the Animus and go be Bayek again. You see she gets in, she injects herself into it again, and then she is away. Woo! We've got this nice loading thing again. Loading turn. It does take a while to get from here to the other place as well. But still, it's kind of cool. You can't really complain too much about it. Boo. Come on. Come on. Come on. Coming on you. Well then. Oh, there we go. So here we are, back as Bayek. And a thing has appeared over there. If you can see that little exclamation point, that basically means that there is an animal attack in place. So you can go over there and like stop the animals, and sometimes people give you XP. Sometimes they're attacking bandits and bad guys, so you have to fight animals and bad guys at the same time. But let's go do that. And I can give you some of my final thoughts. As a huge Assassin's Creed game, I have played all of them, even the DS one, which I don't currently have, but I did have back in the day. Got the iPhone version. Actually, I've not played the PS Vita one. That's the only one I haven't played. I love this game. It's very un-Assassin's Creed-y, but
fool would set up camp out here?
in a good way. It feels like a natural evolution of the series. I wasn't a big fan of the. I wasn't a big fan of the. I wasn't a big fan of the combat at first, or the kind of leveling system, but I have gotten more and more used to it, and the more used to it I get, the more I enjoy it. And I'm just really, really eager to see where the game takes me. I guess one good thing about doing this kind of video is that I can literally just carry on playing it. There's a dead dude. I can literally just carry on playing the game while talking to you. Pretty sweet. Who's this dude? He looks just like everyone else.
God.
Oh, I've been knocked out. Yeah, so I don't want to stop playing this game, so I apologise for the lateness of this video. I know I said every Wednesday, but at the moment it's proving difficult. But I really wanted to show this game off, and I love it so much. I want to carry on playing it, and I think I'm going to do just that. I really hope you've enjoyed this kind of little overview of the game. Any questions, let me know. And now I'm going to pass back over to me and not spoil this side quest thing. Back to me.
To be alive.
So that was a little first impressions look at Assassin's Creed Origins. Hope you enjoyed that. It was quite fun to do, and I may do some more stuff based on Assassin's Creed in the future. I am maybe possibly going to be doing a full review of this game, and I kind of want to do a bit of a history of Assassin's Creed, collection of the games type thing as well. So keep an eye out for that. Some point, probably. Please leave a comment below. or on my Facebook page, or on my Twitter. Let me know what you think of the video, and I may do some more like this for some new release games. Anyways, thanks for watching. I've been the Hardcore Gamer. Join me next time for a much better video, but for now, back to the grind. I've done it again.